Happy Friday morning, everybody. Friday, August 6th, it's about 7:20 a.m. We haven't done a heifer lot update for some time. Figure we should do so here today. We're in full-fledged breeding, AI breeding of the heifer lot right now. There's 33 breedable aged heifers out here that were quite naturally last year's calves, and the 8 steers are out here as well. But 33 heifers started the AI program of this heifer lot no more than 5 days ago. Very happy to say that we've already got 8 AI'd and 1095 will be AI'd here this morning in about another 45 minutes. At 1095 was in full standing heat here this morning. For some of you that don't know, and it's okay that you don't, one of the multiple telltale signs that will give you assurance is, of course, the top of her back there is all roughed up, beaten up, whatever you want to call it, and that's from the jumping. Everybody's doing pretty fair. These girls and 8 of these boys, green as steers, red's all heifers. They had a special little treat coming here this morning. Very good pure grass hay here. This was just done not long ago. I normally will not exchange out hay to a smaller group like this when there's this much left here. That was some very coarse, thick stem hay that they did a good job on. They had a treat coming. Every morning the cows and the calves and the bulls, they make their way up here, which is their way of saying, hey, we're ready for a different we're ready for a different piece of ground for new grass, which they are not getting this morning. They're staying back behind the barn and Kuthas again today, and they are not going to like it. But tough. It's very possible tomorrow, instead of opening up the paddock system, I can about assure you I'm going to open up the North Hill. They'll be up there for 2 days. Very possible on the second day I'm going to have to supplemental feed with a round bale or 2. It won't take long and they'll mow all that down. So things are going pretty well here. Going after the 9th AI breeding here this morning. It's pretty simple out here. We got the full-on blacks, and we got the black baldies, and we got reds. Reds quite naturally are being AI'd to a Gen X sire by the name of Marksman, which of course is a Red Angus bull. Speaking a little of the obvious here. And then black baldies and the full-on blacks are all getting bred to full-on black sires. Gen X sires by the name of Ashland and Turning Point. So far so good. I've kept that part of the hill open to them the entire year for roaming reasons, picking up at grass, you know, which of course that's mowed down like a golf course up there. I ended up shutting that off. I closed that off here the other day, mainly to keep them very well confined for heat detection and breeding for this month. Somewhere's around the 1st of September or the first week of September, depending on the numbers, the AIing will stop, and one of the bulls will be out here. I can about almost assure you it's going to be 3006 Remington. We'll see. Very happy with a lot of the calves that he's throwing. Not only when the calves that I got off that bull lease from him, but of course all the calves that Remington NSOB sired last year that are calving this year. So yeah, things are going well. You look like you need a little bit of a pour on here. You've yeah, you do, which needs to happen. I think they all need to be locked up tonight and get a pour on the back. I will make. So here's the system. There's not any big science behind it. There's really not. First step is heat detection, and make gosh damn sure. You know, there's some pretty high and mighty straws out there. Don't get me wrong, I use them here and there, but on average, those straws are about, in my world, they're about $30 to $35 a piece. Well, I don't know about you, but that's still a lot of money to me. And yeah, try to be as careful as you can about it. If the full-on heat, for the lack of better words, just isn't figured that it's there just yet, like this morning, no, 1095, she's ready to go. But if she was, let's say, mild about it, my words, I'm not an educator, folks, then we would wait until this evening, give them a grain ration here in the headlock stanchion system, which is very simple. I come out here with a wheelbarrow full of grain. I quite naturally take this lever, put it down here, and what that does is that turns this up here to where when they're in here eating, they can't get out. So yeah, no more than about 30 minutes this process will be done, and we'll carry on through this beautiful month of August. Absolutely fantastic weather this morning. Beautiful breeze, nice temperature. I'm a little surprised actually to see the sun popping out. That wasn't supposed to happen. We were supposed to have a doom and gloom morning all the way till this afternoon, and then we got about 3 or 4 hours of sporadic rain scheduled. Haying business is shut down and I can almost promise you shut down until possibly Tuesday of next week. But we all know how that can change in a real hurry. I used to get excited about calves being out of the fence and everything else. I'm not anymore. You little turkey butt. What the heck do you think we got going on around here, huh? What do we got going on here? Got a little job on my hands here this morning. The bulls, one of the bulls, decided to, yeah, keep talking. Good. One of the bulls decided to have a little UFC fight party here. And, you know, it's to be expected. You know, a bull's a bull. I don't know what else to say. But of course, that's going to have to be fixed. Normally, I would rehab that in a very sturdy fashion with, of course, some treated. I'm not doing that because there's plans for this barn. There's been plans for this barn for almost 2 years. We got a nice little collection of rough cut pine that is going to take that stuff's place. So, yeah, this whole herd of greedy pigs here is going to go absolutely nuts in about 30 minutes when they figure out that Ben's not opening up a new piece of land for them for grass. That's it, folks. I gotta get my butt in gear. Day of keeping up here, odds and ends, everything else, a little bit of maintenance, reconstruction. Go from there. If I can afford the time this evening, we'll talk about the AI program, what was done, what wasn't done, what was used. Maybe we'll talk about that this evening. Have a nice morning. Talk to you sooner or later.